Breaking the ice in a crucial diplomatic mission, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen's recent visit to China signals a promising shift in relations between the two global powers. Amidst talks of rebuilding bridges, Yellen's trip sparks hope for a new chapter of communication and cooperation, setting the stage for a delicate dance of dialogue between the United States and China. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen recently concluded a 4-day trip to China with the goal of rebuilding diplomatic relations between the two nations. One clear indication of success is that the U.S. and China have resumed face-to-face discussions, characterized by polite and respectful exchanges, if not outright warmth. This stands in stark contrast to the trans-Pacific communication during the Donald Trump administration, which often took place through social media platforms. The tone and content from both sides during Yellen's visit have been more positive and measured. Yellen expressed her intent to establish a resilient and productive channel of communication with China's new economic team, and this should not be disregarded. In March of this year, China's top government officials underwent a significant reshuffle, with loyalty to President Xi Jinping being a primary qualification. One key figure in the new economic leadership is He Lifeng. During her visit, Yellen spent a considerable amount of time engaging with He. She described their discussions as direct, substantive, and productive, although acknowledging significant disagreements between the two sides. Throughout her trip, Yellen aimed to convince her Chinese counterparts that, under President Joe Biden, the United States does not view China as a fundamental adversary. She emphasized that the U.S. does not perceive their relationship in terms of a great power conflict and has no intention to decouple their economies. The Biden administration appears to be striving to demonstrate that its China policy differs from the openly hostile approach of the Trump administration. However, the Chinese response to Yellen's overtures remains unknown. Actions, rather than words, will ultimately reveal their perspective. From Beijing's vantage point, recent actions by the Biden administration have been far from friendly. One notable action is the imposition of export controls on specific U.S. microchips used in artificial intelligence development. Instead of easing restrictions, the U.S. is considering expanding them to other high-tech exports to China. Furthermore, the U.S. is pressuring its allies, including Japan, Germany, and the Netherlands, to refrain from supplying China with cutting-edge microchip technology. The motivation behind these measures is simple: the U.S. aims to limit China's access to American technologies that could provide it with an advantage in areas like AI and military capabilities, potentially posing a threat in future conflicts such as the one involving Taiwan. As a result, while dialogue has reopened and is expected to intensify in the coming months, the process remains delicate. Progress achieved in recent days could easily be hindered by incidents like espionage accusations or close encounters between U.S. and Chinese naval vessels or aircraft. Even the most optimistic experts recognize that the U.S.-China relationship has become highly challenging, requiring careful and long-term management by both sides to maintain stability. Here we wrap up the news on this topic. And be sure to subscribe to our channel.